And we might have a crab on here.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah,
It does.
we might.
Might. We do. Oh, there's one in there.
Well, it's Sam and Joyce, the old couple. And today I'm going to tell you what we've learned after a year and a half using these folding traps, castable traps, spring traps, whatever you want to call them. We use them mostly on a fishing rod like this. That's how we use them. And you can use them on a handline, just throw them out. You can just sail them out like you would a ring trap. But these things we found we've had really good luck with them. There's times when we can't catch crabs on anything else, especially in the wintertime. We're on a pier and we can cast it out to deeper water. That happened the first time we ever used them. I was watching an ad on Ocean Deep Fishing, and Fishman Mike, he was using them. So I said we'd start using them. So I was a big spender and I bought one. So we had it with us, and we're in Mississippi, and that particular trip, it snowed and was cold, and we couldn't get out for, I guess, a couple of days. Everything was iced up. So it was definitely cold out. And we went to our favorite pier and trying our ring traps. The hand lines wasn't any good. We couldn't throw them out far enough. So I cast one of these traps out, and we caught crabs right away. But we only had one trap. So we spent the day catching most of the crabs on the folding traps. So I'll show you everything I know about them. When you get them sometimes, this one has monofilm in it. Now some of the first ones I got, see it slips nice, easy to it, was braided nylon. They had this braided nylon here. And what would happen, it would catch, see how they make with a hook, it would catch under here. This is stiff and it sticks out. But that not every once in a while you'd throw the trap out, think it's laying in the right spot, but it was caught under here, and you bring it up and then it comes up spread out like this. And he said that was like 10, 15 minutes, whatever it was, wasted. So I rigged them up with, I don't even have any to show them because they've been coming in with the mono in them, but I rigged them all with mono. They're not very hard to use or to bait up. We usually use either chicken leg or neck. And you just, if you use the leg, you take the meatiest part, and jam it on there. You come out the top here, and it has a bead, like this bead slides up. And believe it or not, the first time I used it, I don't know, yeah, I guess I used the bead. I don't think I used the bead, to tell you the truth. I just let it hang on there. But you want to use the bead, and you get that down there, and to make sure your leg doesn't work off, I use a small zip tie, just those real small zip ties, cable tie, whatever you want to call it. Now that chicken leg will stay on there. You don't have to worry about when you cast it out. You don't have to do that. It just closes it. Now use the necks. This one here. A lot of these necks, for some reason, they break them or so. So you don't have a whole neck where I got these. You just thread it up the meatiest part of the neck. Right up the top, the same way. Just put the bead on there. And I like this the best because they're not heavy when you bring them up. It's just light. So when you're hauling it in, you don't have to have the weight of the chicken leg, and you just got this neck on there. So this works out pretty good. And for line, what we have on this rod here is I got 30-pound Berkeley big game, and that seems to be heavy enough because we've had them caught on the bottom a couple of times. I was able to rip them out. And usually you have to prepare the trap when you rip it out too. This is one that was caught. Got one of the springs broke on this side, but it still works. It still works. And as far as the fishing rods go, either you want a medium action, that's what I use. This is like an 8-foot rod. This was an old combo, a Kuma. And when I wanted to use these traps, I didn't want to go out and buy a bunch of new rods. So if you've been fishing for years, you probably have a lot of old stuff laying around. That's what I did. I went in my shed and picked out some old rods. I did a little repair to them. I had to maybe tape the guides or something like that, but they work out. This thing works out good because we throw them in the truck when we come to Mississippi, and they bounce around, even though we try to fix them so they don't get messed up, what they do. So you can use any kind of rod or buy an inexpensive rod. I've seen them a combo as cheap as like $25, $26. I saw some. That was probably in Walmart. So that's all you need to get it ready to cast out. Another thing, these traps, there's a few different brands you can get. And this is 3 different brands. You can see the webbing here. This one's knotted. This one's also knotted, but this is different. So there are 3 different people who made them, and they all catch crabs. So there's not one. The difference, you can see this one's a little cheaper one, and it's rusting. The crimps are rusting. These are all stainless on these other ones, and they don't rust. But as far as catching crabs, this catches crabs just as good as these, I found anyway. You might find different. So I would get whatever you can get the best deal on there. If you can't find them locally, we have a link in the description where we picked these up. And these ones work pretty good. These are the last ones we bought. So you can tie the line on the swivel. They come with this big swivel, and use any knot you use for your fishing knot, whatever your favorite knot is. You don't want it to slip and have a curlicue in the end.
Like me?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
So if you use an improved clinch, that'll work. So when they hit the water, this opens like that. You leave it set, we leave it set first time 15 minutes and see if we got crabs. You know, that's the first time when we put them out, we leave them set 15 minutes and snap it up, and hopefully there's a crab in it.
Right. Most of the time there is.
Right, and if you got crabs, let it set for 10 minutes. Then if it's real thick, 5 minutes. That's a good day.
That's a real good day.
Well, also be prepared to do some repairs. This is one I repaired and needs repairing again. You know, crabs will eat through the line, but you know, the trap's still good, just repair it. Now it's broken here. They actually ate through a repair I had here, so I'm just going to go over it and fix this one. And sometimes the frame will rack. So check the frame and you can straighten it back. This is all right, but it was. And there's other things go wrong. This one's pretty good, the springs. Sometimes they'll put the spring and behind these crimps, so I've had to put that back in. Usually when it's caught on the bottom, I yank it out. And that 30-pound test line has been heavy enough. We lost one trap where I had to break it off.
Right.
And a big black drum. I got one, it was out.
Oh yeah, he snapped
if you
it right
look,
off.
see one of our videos, we got this big, I don't know, it was 40-pound or more black drum. And I was trying to get him, went right past one of our traps we had, and somehow he cut the line off. So that's the only 2 we've lost. But I pulled out quite a few, right, Joe?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And got them out, but I had to, you know, fix the net here, and you know, tie it.
But
This is the only one.
crabs don't care.
Like this one, this has been bit. So I go over them before every trip we go. I'll go over the traps. But they're good.
They're great.
You want to have at least 2 of them with you, because there are times you wouldn't think there's a crab out there, and you throw these out for some reason before they even come into a ring trap. They'll go into these. I don't know why, but they like these traps.
Yeah.
So we've been using them all the time now.
Caught a lot. You only got 4 rods, and that's all we ever put out and load up with crabs most of the time.
Actually, usually just 3 rods.
Right.
You know, when we put them out. And this is not even, this is only like a 6-foot rod. Whoops. I'm using all my junk and just patched it up. Yeah, when you're like us, you're driving from Florida to here in the back of it, you put the rods in the back, and then you're moving from spot to spot, and they get banged around the truck, so what's the sense of having some nice rods getting banged up?
And the old ones work just as good.
Yeah. On your reels, you want to lock down the drag. The first time I used it, I had it set for for fishing, and I yanked on it, and I think we had at least two big crabs in there. There was a lot of resistance there, and it was just slipping in. I'm trying to fiddle for that. I wanted to catch the first crabs, so just lock it down. You know, that's what you want to do. Yeah, they're not going to run. They're not going to spool you, so you don't have to worry about it. Just lock the drag down. All right, let's go see if we can catch a crab. Well, I don't know whether I mentioned it before, but if you do have the braided nylon here and want to change it out to mono, usually they're like between 80, 100 pound test. That's the best. So it's nice and stiff. Works easy. So let's get this out in the water. And we're at the seawall, and we're pretty good spot usually. The trouble is the wind's blowing right in our face.
Right.
So we'll see if we can get it out there. Didn't go real far, but it's probably all right. You got all this wind. So let's put the chicken neck out. Now you saw how that landed. It wasn't perfect, but they usually go flat on the bottom. If you see it directly upside down, just bring it in, throw it out again, especially in wind. You can sometimes get that in wind. Now we're going to let it set for about 15 minutes. Well, we're sitting here on the seawall, waiting our 15 minutes for the crabs to get in the trap. Getting wet once in a while. And if we don't catch anything here, I'll move to a different part of the seawall, try to get out of the wind a little bit where I can cast the traps out further. Well, it's been about 15 minutes. And I don't think there's one in there.
No.
Nope. Well, we moved from that other spot. It was kind of too windy and there was no crabs. We didn't get any crabs when we threw them out. So we moved a few miles and it's calmer here. We're out of the wind. So that's what you can do here. You want to keep moving. If you don't catch any crabs, keep moving. We'll get it out there now. A lot better the cast here.
Oh yeah, wind's in our back now.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people put their rod in the rod holder and keep the line kind of tight. Then they watch the tip of it. And they think they can see the crab moving the line or anything, but no, there's always a lot of current or wind where we're at, and I can't tell. So I leave it slack, and I assume every time I pull it in, I have a crab on, instead of guessing. So I just wind it down kind of tight, so it's tight like that. Then I lift it up like you're hooking a fish and wind at the same time. And we might have a crab on here.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It does.
We might.
Might. We do. Oh, there's one in there.
There might be two crabs in there.
Two crabs in there?
There might be two crabs.
There's two crabs.
Two little
Nice.
guys.
Yes, but that
That's
don't matter.
two crabs. It don't matter.
Two crabs.
Yeah,
That's
we're not.
great.
They're not keepers, but that's it. We got two crabs in there.
That is so nice. Look at them in there.
They're keepers some places, but not here.
That's great.
We're gonna let them go. See if they. There goes one. He's getting out. But he's going the wrong way. This one, he's stuck. I gotta help that one.
Oh yeah, they're almost. They're real close.
There he goes.
That one you need
Come
help.
on, get out of here.
There
Go
you
ahead,
go.
keep going, keep going. Don't go into the trap. You're lucky. Come on, a little bit more.
There he goes.
Boom, that's it. Well, that's how you do it. At least you know it works. So these folding traps are a lot of fun to use. We like it. We've only been using, like I said, about a year and a half. And they're our go-to trap now. We're trying out a new spot. Especially in the winter, like I said before, you can get out in that deep water. If you drop them straight down, like we go to a pier in Pascagoula and you drop them straight down, you won't catch any crabs. And you throw these out there and you catch some big crabs in the winter. Well, we hope this video help you understand these folding traps a little more and help you decide whether you want to use them or not. We use them all the time. They're our go-to trap now. So if it did, we'd appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thanks a lot for watching. I think I'll throw this out there again. Maybe we'll catch a keeper.